Hi there, welcome to another video. Today I'm talking again about creating engaging videos. And today is the second video in this series where I'm going to talk about getting the right message for your videos. Stay tuned, it's going to be exciting. If there's one thing that when you get it wrong, it destroys all your other efforts when it comes to video, it is your message. Get your message for your videos wrong, then nothing else matters. It doesn't matter how good your editing is, it doesn't matter how good your microphone is, or your camera, or your lighting for that matter. If you get the message wrong, nothing else matters. So today inside today's video, I want to share with you exactly how to pinpoint the correct message for your audience so that when people watch your videos, they get engaged, they get connected, and they want to keep watching your videos. It's all about helping you create really engaging videos. So I'm going to start off with a very powerful idea, which is this one here. It all starts with your audience. So take note, it doesn't start with your message. We're not starting with your message. It starts with your audience and getting to know your audience really well. And your audience kind of looks like this. You can divide them into three different areas. There are people who are kind of cold. So these are the people who might not have heard of you before. So they're searching on YouTube or on Facebook or wherever else, and they find your video for the very first time. And they don't know about you. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you're about. That's kind of a cold audience, okay? So they're not warmed up to you or to your business just yet. Then next up is a warm audience. And so these are people who have come across you before and they've signed up to something that you've got, maybe your newsletter, or they've downloaded a report, or they've watched some of your videos, or they subscribed to your channel. They're warm to some degree. And then you have your hot audience. And this is normally the people who have gone ahead and purchased something for you or taken some major action, your big fans, your core fans. So if we look at this diagram, you'll notice here something interesting. Other than the different colors and the circles, you also know the sizes of these circles are different. The cold audience in general is a lot bigger than the warm audience, and the warm audience is a lot bigger than the hot audience. Okay, so keep that in mind. So as you grow your business, you're going to be finding people in the outer circles, in the cold audience, and draw them in to become warm and then become hotter as well. But naturally, by definition, as people become warmer, that audience size is smaller compared to the wider, warmer and colder audiences. So that's the first thing that you got to think about. So your audience, who is it that you want to target? And whoever that audience is going to be three kinds of people in that audience. They're going to be cold, warm, or hot. So that's the first idea that you've got to understand for the rest of this stuff to make sense. All right, now on to the next really big idea. Let me get this up on my screen. It's this thing here. This is something I call the hero marketing canvas. And it's something that I've used time and time again now to help me come up with just the right message for my marketing. So whether it's videos, whether it's text, whether it's emails, whatever it is, this helps me get my message just right. Now, I've had a much longer video on the specific topic on a previous occasion, so I'm going to run through it really quick today with you. I might link to it as a card up here. I don't have it at the moment while it's live, but I'll add it a bit later. But so you can watch the more extended version of that. So I'm going to go through it really quick just for you to get this concept and for you to realize what it takes to help you hone in on just the right message for your videos. All right, so here we go. So it all starts, as I've said, with your audience. And in this case, we're calling our audience the hero. Okay, I love this thing called hero marketing, where instead of victim sort of marketing, you treat your customers and your audience as heroes. They're all heroes, and you're a hero yourself. So I love this way of thinking. I learned this first from Roger Hamilton. Awesome guy to follow as well. He's got an awesome YouTube channel as well, by the way. But it all starts here with your hero, your target audience. Let's make that black so we can see it easier. Black. All right. Your target audience. Who are these people that you're trying to impress? Okay, starts with your target audience. Now that target audience, your heroes, they're going to have some sort of a pain or desire in their lives that they need help with. Okay, so they're going to have some sort of an unhappy situation here that in their life, it might not be their whole life, maybe it's just a certain part of their life, but they're going to be sort of an unsmiley face. sad face. Okay. Now, your job as an entrepreneur or a business owner or as a video creator is to help turn people from this to this. Okay, just to illustrate the point. It's all about the transformation. Okay, so you got to think about, if you know who your target audience is, your hero, and the pains or desires they have currently in their life, how can you help them to transform them? Oops, daisy. I just pressed play on another video. So the transformation is where essentially you get people to have a smile on their face. So what is it that you can do to help them transform? And now there's all sorts of other things you can use this canvas for. For example, what is your elixir? How are you going to do this? How are you going to achieve this transformation? And oftentimes it can be through your products, it can be through your services, but in this case, it's going to be through your videos, your video content. Okay, so you're gonna create a transformation for your audience. If you know who they are, you know their pain points and desires, and you know the transformation that you want them to have, now you can start thinking a lot clearer about what it is you need to create for your target audience to take them on that journey and give them that transformation. Okay, so on to the next idea here. Which is the journey that people have to go on. So now you can ask the question. I've sort of mentioned this. There's people that are unhappy, and you want to essentially get them to a happy state. Okay. So what is this journey that you're going to take people on? What sort of steps? 1, 2, 3. Maybe there's 3 steps. Maybe there's 100 steps. But what sort of journey can you take people on with your video content to help them get to that transformation, to help them achieve or experience that transformation? Okay, so think about this. You know who they are, you know their pain points, you know the transformation you want them to have, and you're going to do it through your videos. Now just ask the question, where are they now? And what journey can you take them on to help them get to that transformation stage or level or state? Okay, very important. Okay, so next up, once you have that figured out, you can start asking the question, all right, where are these people hanging out? And it's going to be places like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. These sort of social media places. Where can you go to meet your audience? So this is sort of more of an aside thing. But it does tie into your message, because sometimes your message has to change depending on the platform. For example, if you're on Facebook, like I discovered last night, and doing live streams there, you're going to talk differently to your audience there than you are going to talk on YouTube. Some simple changes, like for example, I can only stream to you Facebook Live using my mobile phone, but on YouTube I can do fancy stuff like flick my screen around like this. But on Facebook, I can't do that. So I've got to talk a little bit different on these different platforms. Same with Snapchat. That's like short stories. Same with Instagram. So all these things are a little bit different that you got to think about. So you've got to ask the question, where is your target audience? Where are your heroes out? What are the channels? So these things are called the channels, or the ordinary world in the language of the hero's journey. Where's their ordinary world? Where are they hanging out? And then comes the fun part. Actually, before I dig into the fun part, all of this is fun actually, but 2 more ideas. There's the antagonist, okay? And the antagonist is the person or organization or group of people that's causing all this pain for your hero, for your target audience. Okay, that's the antagonist. And then there's the mentor as well. And the mentor is the person who creates or associates or what's the word I'm looking for? Mediates or creates or whatever this transformation. It's the person or force that makes this transformation happen or helps the hero on their journey to be able to get to that transformation. Okay, now for the fun part. The call to adventure. So this is going to be something, in our case, depending on how you do this, you can use this canvas in so many ways, but in our case, it's going to be a video or a set of videos where you call people to an adventure. So if you're on YouTube, one example of this could be your YouTube channel trailer. Okay, that could be seen as your call to adventure. All right, so this is going to be the medium that you're going to use to meet people here in the ordinary world, the channels where they're hanging out. So in this case, we're targeting YouTube, and we're saying on YouTube we want to have a specific channel trailer that's going to talk to our heroes here on YouTube, because that's where they're hanging out. And so you can do this for all your other platforms as well. Maybe there's a different thing on Facebook, maybe there's a different thing on Twitter, etc. Okay, so that's how this part works. And then now finally, once you know who your target audience is, your heroes, and once you know their pain points and desires, once you know your transformation that you want to take them on, and how you're going to do it with your video content, and even the journey you're going to take people on, now you can start writing down, and you can just do this in a journal or on a document somewhere, the core message. And this is the thing that's going to drive everything for your videos, your core message. Okay? This is going to drive everything else. So your core message is going to be the driving force for your video that you put in here in your channel trailer. It's going to be the driving force for all of these videos that you have on your channel or on Facebook, wherever it is. Everything always ties back into the core message. And once you get this understanding of all these different components, that allows you to have all these different inputs into your core message. And this is how you get the right message. This is how you figure out the right message for your videos, whether you're doing it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Doesn't matter where you're doing these videos or these messages. This is how you do it. This is the surest way I've found to be able to do it. So it's maybe not an overnight thing for you to do this. Maybe it takes a week for you to gather all information, to really think about it. Sometimes it could even take years to really get clarity on it. But you can do this quickly, especially using a canvas like this. You can get to the core message much faster. And you can use this on a macro scale, and you can use this on a micro scale as well. You can use it on a big picture or small picture. Oftentimes what I do with every new campaign, this is how I would do it. I would do one for my whole channel, my YouTube channel. I'd go, okay, what is the core message of my YouTube channel? And I'll go through this exercise. I'll go through all of this and ask the question, who's the heroes that I'm targeting? What are their pain points, etc. I'll go through the whole thing and create something for my whole channel. But then sometimes I might create just one video. And it might be slightly different. It might be a subset of my channel, but I can then hone in and say, okay, now this time for just my video, who's my specific target audience here? Maybe it's a subset. Maybe there's my audience there, and maybe it's only a subset that I want to target for this particular video. And I say, what is their pain points for that subset? What is the transformation I want to cause? What is the kind of video I want to create? What is the journey I want to take them on for just that video, etc., etc., and what's going to be the core message as a result? See how all this fits together? So you can do this on a really big scale, but you can also scale right down. I mean, I even do this for every single campaign that we run. I go through the same thing. I create a new canvas for each and every new thing, campaign, video, message that I want to get out there. And it all fits together so beautifully. So this is how you get the right message. It will require a little bit of work for you, but I can guarantee you once you get this right, once you get on message, everything changes. Once you start figuring out the right message, the right target audience, everything changes. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is Tuesday, I think, Tuesday in America, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to talk about the next video in the series, which is all about, once you know what your message is, how to deliver your message in the best possible, most engaging way to help connect your audience as much as possible with you and with your videos. So stay tuned for that. Let me just give you some details on that, making sure that it is 100% clear. So that's tomorrow, guys, which is Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US. And it's going to be how to present your message in the right way. So it's how to basically deliver your message in the most engaging possible way. Guys, you've been a treat. Thank you so much for watching. Next up, I'm going to switch over to the live Q&A session. So if you're not watching this live, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you join in at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, most weekdays during the week, and you'll also be able to join in on the Q&A sessions. Thank you guys again, and I look forward to now chatting to my live audience during the live Q&A. And, make sure you come tomorrow if you've missed out today's one. All right, talk to you soon, guys.